Hey guys, I'm Alicia. I'm going to talk about self-hate in this video. I think I've talked about it a little bit before, but not as much as I'm going to talk about it. And I should get a stool to sit on, but I don't have one. I have a lot of disorders, and it's not something I like talking about. I've been on like sleeping medicine since I was like 5 years old. When I was younger, I had like a TV in my room, and my mom would come in my room like every night at like 2 or 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'd be up almost every night. She told me I'd literally only get a couple hours of sleep per week, and she took away my TV and nothing really changed. I was still awake, so that wasn't the problem. Then we went to the doctor and I got put on sleeping medication, and ever since then I've tried sleeping without it, but I can't. I just can't. I can go a couple days without sleeping and not feeling tired in the slightest, and some people say that's lucky, but it's not, because when you stay up for so long, your stomach it hurts and you feel sick. And like, I get really alone, so I don't really like staying up late, because then I think too much, and it's not good for me. I also have depression, as some of you or all of you may know. I have manic depression, and I get depressed over nothing a lot of the time. Manic depression is when you've had depression for 2 or more years and you go into modes where you're depressed for like a couple days, a week, or months, and you just want to be alone. Like, you don't want to talk to people because you feel like you won't say the right things, and you feel like you bug them even when they message you. Like, I've had my Instagram since 2016, and I have 8K followers, and like, I've probably got over 600 messages. I tried to delete a lot of them a couple months ago, but they just add up. I probably deleted over 100 of them, and some of them are from weeks or months ago that I haven't read yet, because maybe they're just saying hi or something, and I feel bad that I didn't reply, but I don't really know what to do. Like, I'm not very social either. Like, I have anxiety, and I'm scared to even like walk in front of people. Like, I'm so self-conscious. Like, I'll try to do something and then I'll fail, and then I won't do it ever again. And like, if I go to a vending machine and I try putting the dollar in and it comes out, I feel like anxiety over that, because I feel like people would watch me, and it's just little things like that. I don't know. I also have ADHD. I've had that since I was really young too. I probably got put on ADHD medication when I was 7 or so. I'm not gonna lie, I am pretty hyperactive, and it's not something I can control. Like, I'll think in my mind, I'm not gonna do this, but then I end up doing it. Some days I go without my medicine, and I'm just so hyper, I can't control it. I don't even know how to explain it. I'll just like, it's not that I'll yell or run around, it's that like, I just can't sit still, and I can't make eye contact, and I can't talk very well, like, because I'm that jittery, and like, and sometimes I'll say like really like stuff I wouldn't say if like I wasn't really hyper. Like, I don't know if you guys ever experienced being hyper. I just know that it's bad for me, and I have to take medication for it every day. Yeah, so one of the main things is that really gets to me though, is I have to take so much medication. I take medication for my depression, my anxiety, my ADHD, my insomnia, and I take medication for a bunch of allergies too, because when I wake up in the morning, I can't stop sneezing. It doesn't matter what time of the year it is, really. So, yeah. But that's not exactly why I hate myself. I really hate everything about myself, and a lot of my friends know this. This is me with concealer on, and I mean, I've tried a lot of different concealers, but they probably weren't more than $10, just because I'm poor and I don't have money to get any. I just wish they would go away. They're like 2-3 times darker than that without that concealer on. I really don't like my mouth. It's really big, and I don't like this crooked tooth I have right here. My eyes are okay, but then when I look at my eyes, I see right here, and then I start hating my eyes completely because I don't want to look at them because I don't want to see this. My nose seems a little bit too wide. My nose is one of the things I like most, I guess. But my hair I absolutely hate. I straighten my hair because it's uncontrollable. Every time I wash my hair in the morning, I'll have to put water on it like 10 times and have it dry a certain way. Or it will be poofy and the curls will be like everywhere. I've never really seen anyone with the type of hair I have unless, like, I don't like using hairspray or hair gel because I don't like my hair being greasy or like stiff or like hard. I mean, I use hairspray sometimes, but I don't like it. I don't know. And I don't really have a butt. Like, I'll have pants that feel like they fit me and then my pants will just fall down. I don't know why. I just feel so uncomfortable about it. I hate, like, walking around at school because someone told me, like, I had the smallest butt in school before, so I'm really self-conscious about that. I like my boobs a little bit more, but they're still really small. I guess they're bigger than a few people, but not a lot. I don't know why I'm like this. I don't know why. I just never feel good enough. I'm sorry. No one really understands me. I've had so many friends leave just because I don't like talking, and I can't really tell them what's wrong. In 8th grade, I would get sad almost every day. And I can't talk. It's like my mouth is glued shut when I'm upset. I don't know if anyone else feels like this. When anyone is upset, I always go and talk to them and try to make them feel better. And they always seem to talk just fine, but I can't. I can't. I don't know why. I don't feel good enough for anyone. I don't know why I feel like this. Every time I look at someone else, I see how much better they are than me. It's not good for me, but I can't stop. I can't stop how I feel. The other day on the bus, this kid was like, I don't get bullied that often, but this kid was being really loud. So I told him to knock it off, and he told me I should kill myself. So I grabbed his glasses and broke them, even though this kid gets bullied. Well, he doesn't really get bullied, but like his friends or whatever they are make fun of him constantly, and then he always like says no and doesn't like when they do that. But then when I did that, they were all in the back calling me a whore and how I need to throw away my razors and how I need to get rid of all my emo shit. And like they were just saying the same thing over and over again. I only have a couple of friends, but one which I can't see very often because she's not in my grade and she's not even in my school. She stood up for me. She told them to knock it off. doesn't mean they did. But, like, that's the first time anyone's ever really stood up for me. No one, like, cares. It doesn't seem like. When I tell people what happened, they don't even respond. They're just like, okay. Like, I don't know why I even bother telling people what happens when I'm upset, because they don't even care what I do. Or a lot of them don't. Life feels pointless to me. I'm getting better, and I'm not upset every day like I used to be. But I feel like my mind and mentally I'm getting worse, because every day I look in the mirror and I don't like myself. Probably the two worst things I hate about myself is my butt and these. It's not lack of sleep, or because I take medicine to sleep, I get like great sleep, but I've had these ever since I was younger, and they just don't go away. They seem darker than everyone else's, and I have veins under my eyes. You can clearly see them when I don't have concealer on. It's just so like blue, and I've had them ever since I can remember. But every time I look at someone else, they have like flawless eyes. Like, I would trade acne, like I would trade these just to have like, I would trade these for acne. Like, I don't even know. I've tried so many different concealers, it's not funny. I want to be good enough sometimes. I have so many things wrong with me. I've been on 9 different antidepressants in the last 2 years. Nobody listens. I feel like I was better off without an antidepressant. I mean, I think I'm probably the same as when. All the medicines have basically worked the same for me, or not have worked at all. This one medicine worked pretty good, but I had an allergic reaction to it and had to go to the hospital because my face was so swollen. So, yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've been on medicine ever since I was little, and when I don't take it, I can't control myself. It's not fair. It's not fair that I hate myself this much. It's not fair that I have to take things that others don't even, like, need. That the majority of the population gets over, and they only need to take them when they're younger. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm still pretty young. But I just wish I didn't have to take so many things. I wish I had more friends that were there for me like I used to. But they all left. I don't feel good enough. Like, I've been sad a couple times each, like the majority of 8th grade and 9th grade, I was sad 2 or 3 times a week. And the only one that was really there for me was my boyfriend. And he said it doesn't matter how many times I get sad. But I feel like every time I'm sad, I'm disappointing everyone, because I just want to be happy and I don't want to be sad all the time. I don't get it. Everyone seems to go. I'm just so scared to lose anyone else. I'm sorry, guys. This wasn't a very happy video. But be happy. It still gets better. It's getting a little better for me. I'm sorry. I just wanted to share how I really felt. Bye, guys.